Oh, lots of thunderstorms and the showers all over the place. Hopefully you make it a feel-good type of day. But right now, time for us to bring it back to the kitchen for some more kitchen inspiration. And the reason for that is that we're crushing on the trendy rice paper dumplings, doing the rounds on social media lately. Have you seen them? Everyone's making these. No one can resist tasty veggie-packed parcels fried to perfection and served with an awesome dipping sauce, which I'm going to make for you this morning. The combo is simply 100% goodness. And the Doc Michele Vanzaghi is back to show us this trendy and tasty treat. Good, Doc. You're bringing the good stuff in, right?
It's so good to be back, you know? Going straight back with some healthy goodness for the summer months.
Are you laughing at how I said you?
A little bit.
So how do you say it the right way?
So many people always ask this, but it's Michele.
Michele.
And you have to put a little Italian flavor.
Michele. And how do I say your surname?
Vanzaghi.
Michele Vanzaghi. Okay, Michele Vanzaghi. Listen, cool. You've earned yourself a glass of this absolutely refreshing clover crush because it's 100% goodness, and I think that you've been good. You've been good. You're starting the year off on the right note. So this is for you.
Cool. Cheers.
Thank you so much. Okay, cool. So what have you got there?
So we're gonna actually do. These have been trending, and I think the reason that they're trending is because they're a cool hosting dish. They're also super healthy if you want to keep your carbohydrates low. This is such a cool way to do a little midweek dinner. You can, and the nice thing is we're doing veggie wraps today. You can really fill these with anything you like. If you want to put protein, you can do anything you like with these wraps. They're so versatile and they're interesting.
And are they strong? Are they nice and strong enough to withstand, for example, if I put pieces of chicken in there?
Absolutely. I mean, they hold together. And I think the nice thing is that they hold together, but they also don't add a massive carbohydrate load to your dish.
Stunning. I love that.
Cool.
Okay.
So what
Let's get going.
Today we're going to do a little veggie filling. It's super simple. It's actually a little bit of I would say, Vietnamese, Southeast Asian inspired dish. So it's just some shredded cabbage. We've got some nice carrots that we shredded here. We just chuck that all in the bowl.
Stunning.
Spring onions add a nice textural crunch.
Yeah. And I think they bring in a nice flavor too, right?
Absolutely. So we have the base, then we have a little bit of garlic and ginger. As with every Vietnamese dish, you'd always have that.
Or is that a big thing for them? Garlic, ginger, that's a thing.
Those are the fundamentals. And that's what's really bringing out the flavor to a pretty bland vegetable,
Also true.
Cool. So that all goes in there. It's about a teaspoon of each, just nicely fine chopped or crushed garlic and ginger. And then we have some sesame oil and soya sauce. We're going to do the same thing in the dressing. Okay. So it's always nice to have a sort of marriage between what's inside the wrap and what you're dipping the wrap into.
Okay, cool. So I see I've got some soy sauce over here, which I'm pouring in there. I've got some chili going in there because, of course, unless you're not into the hot stuff, I think that Vietnamese can typically be quite hot. This here, what am I putting in there?
So that's sesame oil, soya sauce, and then your aromatics. And what we're actually going to do with the crush, orange juice is such a beautiful flavor profile that goes with Vietnamese food or Oriental food. So you're going to put a quarter cup of orange juice into that dipping sauce. Okay. And while you're doing that, I'm just quickly going to show you how these rice paper wraps work. So once you have your filling nice and prepared, so we have lukewarm water here.
Okay.
It's nice to use a bowl that's relatively the same size as your rice paper wrap. All right. These are available in a lot of Asian supermarkets. Actually, I think most big supermarkets are selling these now.
Pretty accessible, nice.
Pretty accessible. So what you do is, you just get yourself a nice platform here, dip it into the lukewarm water, keep it under, I think a lot of people keep it under a little bit too long, and that's when it becomes too thin and too fragile. Right? Yeah. So you want to get it just nice and malleable. So
you kind of have to feel it, right? You want to make sure that you're just running.
Give it some love.
Have to feel it, massage it, give it some love. But of course, I'm going to throw in some of our clover crush, carrot and orange in there, just to make sure that, of course, that marriage between what's happening in there and in here is a good one, is a healthy one. About a cup in there, you said?
Oh, well, quarter cup, half
quarter cup. Okay, which is what I think I've sort of done. Now, we know that with 100% goodness from CRUSH, you get 100% fruity, tasty goodness in every sip. It's true. And today, that goodness doubles up in our tasty sauce. You could also use, the orange flavor as an alternative to make the sauce. You can also use and add as many vegetables as you would like to these dumplings. They really are so versatile in that way, and I like what you're saying about that. Michele can also add whatever protein you like. So mixing all of this together, we're getting our sauce. Ooh, the sauce, obviously all the things that have gone in there, my faves only. It's going to be so nice.
So, okay, so I've actually really done one there. I can show you another one quickly. I just want to show you the process. So once you have it nice and malleable, nice and, let's just get a little bit more. Get yourself a nice flat surface.
Yeah.
You get a little bit of your filling into the middle. Right, and like I said, now you can put nice slices of avo, fish, chicken,
Yes.
anything you like.
Maybe just stuff it up with all the things that you really do like.
Give it a little bit of a tension like this. I like to make like a little bit of a...
You strike me as the type of person that hosts a lot, and you do a good job at it. I mean, you've mastered the art and the tricks and the science of hosting, eh?
You know, I think, as with most things in life, it's just about what you enjoy.
Yeah.
I like to do like a little parcel. I'm trying to be fancy here, that's why I'm...
Are you trying to finesse it?
Yeah, and then you just give it a roll up. So, I mean, this is not a good one, because, you know, you made me nervous on television.
Oh,
but I'll
come
just show you the previous one. So what happens is you see that it becomes nice and
Yes,
malleable
look at
like
that.
this.
It's nice and close.
Nice, and it's beautiful because you can see what's inside.
Yes.
The idea with these is you can eat them raw. They're much more delicious like this. If you want, you can fry this in a pan with a little bit of oil.
Okay.
You can bake it in the oven. You can pop it in the air fryer. All textural changes. But I mean, it's such a versatile, beautiful...
And it looks pretty too, you know what?
Yeah.
When you're hosting and you've got all of these laid out, I think that these are going to be a crowd pleaser. They're very, very eye-catching as well. If you want the recipe, what we've done is we made it super easy for you. Go on our site, expressoshow.com. You will get that 100% taste and get the recipe there with all of the ingredients you're going to need. The steps are pretty simple, pretty easy, and you can get to host like our good doctor over here. That's expressoshow.com. When it's all said and done, that's what they look like, the final product over there. And the sauce looks so good. I have to dip one in. Ooh.
Nice and saucy. Delicious.
Michele,
You know?
it's so good. Thank you. Thank
Well,
you.
I'm
So
glad.
good. Put it here.
Absolutely, man. What a pleasure to be here.
Yes, bring the family. 100%. Your cousin's coming over. Get the KRUSH and I'll get the ice.
The whole family.
More KRUSH, Mom?
100% refreshing, 100% goodness.
Made with love by Clover.